Hello everyone. Here it is, it's mid-February 2024. We're just trying to exit out of a pretty cold winter. A couple of hard freezes here in the Woodlands, Texas. But today's beautiful. I think the high is going to be approaching 70. Tomorrow the high is going to be approaching 80s. So what do you want to do when the weather gets good like this? You want to get out and start smoking some meats. So today we're going to work through some of my logistics of smoking meats, and then we're going to actually smoke some spare ribs, and then we're going to do some chicken wings in the fryer. For the wings, we're going to have a little sesame oil, some apple cider vinegar, and then a 50-50 mixture of sriracha chili sauce with honey. So if I use a cup of honey, I use a cup of sriracha. So that's what we're going to use to do the wings and the ribs today. Okay. Glaze for the chicken wings. So we're going to do a tablespoon or two of apple cider vinegar. Let's shake that up. And you can always smell apple cider vinegar. There you go. A couple tablespoons. And then we're going to do a tablespoon or two of sesame oil. There we go. And then we're going to do 1 to 1 cup of sriracha. It's kind of gross. So you can smell the spice. That's spicy. We're going to go ahead and make all this, so it's actually going to be not quite 2 cups. Well, it is. It's just right at 2 cups. That's perfect. So 1 to 1 sriracha to honey. So we're going to do 2 of these of honey. Make this go a little quicker. So there's 1. Wash my hands real quick. And here's going to be the 2nd cup of honey. There's the 2nd cup. So a really simple glaze recipe. It's a little bit of sriracha, or excuse me, a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, 1 to 1 honey to sriracha. So there's our mixture again. I put 2 cups of honey, 2 cups of sriracha, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. And we're going to stir that all together. And that will be the glaze for 10 pounds of chicken wings. So we're going to fry 10 pounds of chicken wings. We're just going to stir all that together. There it goes. It mixes nicely. The sesame oil is what helps it adhere to the wings when you put them in this glaze. All right, here we're going to start working with chicken. Chicken's got salmonella. I try to put gloves on when I'm working with all the different meats, but definitely with chicken. So just a little bit more sanitary. You know, obviously when we fry these wings up, it'll be at 350 degrees, and we're going to kill anything that's on them. But when it's raw and it hits these surfaces, we want to be neat, organized with them. So here we got 10 pounds of wings. I got these from Brenham Butcher Shop in Brenham, Texas. These wings are beautiful. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just look how big they are. Those are some good size wings. You get these from HEB, they're half the size and twice the money. Thank you, Brenham Butchers. So we're gonna just take these out. The other thing is Brenham Butchers has them already processed for me. So even better, I don't have to slice them. That's a whole nother video on how to cut the flat off from the drum that I don't have to go through here. So I'm just going to spread them out on this tray. Raw chicken is pretty gross, but we're going to spread these out on the tray, and then we are going to apply salt and pepper, Killen's Blends S&P, and garlic powder, and then we're going to start our fryer and fry these wings up. So don't have a whole lot today. I'm cooking these for a good buddy of mine. Rack of ribs and some wings for him just because he's a good guy. Now we're going to go ahead and season these. Here's the S&P. I deliberately put salt and pepper. If you want to, you can flip these over and put it on the other side. I don't do that because I put so much on there. And then here's our garlic powder. And there you have it. Those wings are ready to fry. Then we're gonna throw them in this glaze, and they will be some of the best fried wings that you'll ever have.
Ready?
All right, so this is my garage that I hold equipment for smoking meats. I have charcoal, propane for the Cajun fryer, which is right back here. So we're going to use this to fry up the 10 pounds of wings that we just processed. That oil's been in here for probably at least a year, and it still smells really good. I always smell to make sure it's not rancid. I don't want to cook in rancid oil. But you can see I have everything on wheels. I have a prep table here, another one here on wheels. The charcoal is on wheels, and even the propane is in milk crates, also on wheels, because it just makes it a lot easier to get things in and out and get things ready to use to smoke meats or fry. So there's my bottle of propane. I'm going to get it hooked up over here. We're going to heat this oil up 350 degrees, and then we're going to drop the wings in there in baskets, and we're going to cook them 9 minutes, and then they'll be done. Okay. Always want to turn the gas on to a flame that's already going. You never want to introduce the flame to gas already going. You want the flame going, and then you introduce the gas. That's how you safely light. Well, I got to turn it on in the tank first. All right, so here we go. A lot of times there we go. I have the wings, I have the sauce. Here's the basket that the wings are going to go into. As soon as this gets to 375 degrees, we'll drop them into the hot oil and it'll come down. You never wanted the oil temperature to be in this red zone because it will flash and catch fire, and that's very dangerous. So it'll be about 20 minutes and this will be ready to go.
Good.
All right, so we're getting the temp, so we're going to fill the baskets up. So fry these. top because you don't want the oil to go over the top when you drop the wings into the fryer. So we're gonna have 2 batches. So we're at 300 degrees, trying to get to 350. Then we're gonna start them. We'll fry them for 9 minutes. Then we're gonna glaze them, and they'll go in this container. So you want to keep the raw wings separate from the wings that are going to be finished. So we'll put this container over here. So that way there won't be any cross-contamination. All right, we're going to do our first batch of wings. So here's our glaze that we pre-mixed earlier. I'm going to take a spoonful, put it in this pan. We'll take 2 spoonfuls. We're going to super glaze these because everybody likes to glaze. And now we're going to drop the wings. Notice we're at the top end of our temperature range in the green. When we drop these wings in, the temperature is going to come down, and we'll maintain it at about 350. So we're going to drop these in, and then we're going to cook them for 9 minutes. See the moisture boiling out of them right now. Then when it settles down, I'll be able to drop these fully into the oil. So now let me get my timer going. A series set timer for 9 minutes. And as you can see, the temperature has dropped back down. Mid-range. It's probably going to drop a little bit more, but we'll be cooking at the perfect temp. I don't want these sticking together, so I don't want them sticking to the basket. So I'm just making sure. You got to be a little careful. This is hot oil, and you know, you got to wear a smock because hot oil will get on your clothes and it will ruin them. So just a little bit of protection. This fryer is a Cajun fryer made in Louisiana. They make this is a 4-gallon fryer. They make them in half this size. They make them in 4 times this size. I have 2 34-gallon fryers that fry my turkeys at Thanksgiving, but it's the same manufacturer. These are great the way they engineered them, the way they work. This batch of wings has been frying for 9 minutes, so that means they're done. We're going to take them, put them up here. They look wonderful. I'm going to grab our This is what I was talking about. They stick a little often, but easily come undone. So we're going to let the oil get back up to about 375. While it does that, we're going to glaze these, and then we'll put this last batch of wings into the basket, and we'll have one more 9-minute cook. But let's go ahead and glaze these. Look at that. Yum. Smells good. Honey sriracha mixed 1-to-1 with a little bit of sesame oil and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So again, we mixed the honey sriracha 1-to-1. I had 2 cups of honey, 2 cups of sriracha sauce, and that makes our glaze. I've fed thousands of these wings to people, and nobody has ever complained about the glaze. Everybody, universally, everybody likes it. So there they are. We're just stirring them back and forth until they are fully glazed. We're about done. Then I place them in this aluminum container. And we prepare for the next batch. We'll do 2 of these again. 1, 2. And this remaining, we'll just kind of go over them once we're completed. So let's see what our temperature is. We're back up to almost 375. Let's go ahead and populate the wings into the basket. That moisture boil off. Now we've got the wings completely submerged in the hot oil. So let's go ahead and reset our timer for 9 minutes. There we go. This is the last batch. Look how good those look. Golden fried. That's how you can tell that they're done. Let's go ahead and turn off the gas on the fryer. We don't need to be wasting that gas anymore. So we're going to shut it off here. And then we're going to shut it off at the tank. And then we'll go ahead and take it off here. And we'll put our tank away. There's still plenty of gas in here to cook more wings. All right, let's finish the glaze on these. Man, how's that look? Smells wonderful, looks wonderful. Sparky, do you want some wings? You like wings? How about you, Bear? You want some wings? Look at that glaze. This is heavy on the glaze. I've never heard anybody complain about wings having too much glaze on them. especially when it's honey sriracha. All right, here we go. Last batch. Got all the wings fried that we're going to do. It's about 10 pounds. I'm going to get that remnants of the glaze in there. And then we're going to go ahead and pour the rest of this in here kind of evenly across it. And we're going to take these and go wash them.